All right. Welcome in everybody on Twitch. Welcome everyone also watching the replay either on Twitch or YouTube. My name is Millmaster and we are here to play us some shabby MTG. Today we're looking at Merfolk. If you follow me regularly, I haven't been around since Friday. I haven't been sick. Friday I was taking care of someone that was sick, and lo and behold, Sunday comes around and I'm sick. So if I make some mistakes, we're going to blame it on the cold medicine. I just want to highlight a couple of decks. Let me make sure our little thing over here is legit. Yeah, it looks like it is. Let's see. Yesterday we had an update to the latest Merfolk finish. We had a 5-0 with Simic. Their name was, what is it? Elohir Rim Grill or something like that. This is their deck list right here. As you can see, it's a fetchless mana base, a full 4 Cavern of Souls, a little bit more aggressive in the fact that you've got a couple of Benthic Biomancers in here at the 1-drop spot. You're moving Spreading Seas over to the sideboard to make room probably for those. There's only 2 Okos, full 4 negation. So this is the list we've been playing, which is basically Nikachu's latest list. If you don't know what his latest list is, you're probably not following him. So if you're on YouTube, go follow him right now, then come back, start this video over. If you're on Twitch, well, follow him at your leisure. I prefer cutting a vault for a second cavern, I believe is just my personal preference to the mana base. Other than that, everything is the same. Yesterday we also had a published result from mHyashi, of course, and this is his latest list. And I was considering maybe playing this list or maybe playing this other Simic list, but let's just take a look here. So compared to some of his last lists, let's see, we've got 4 Castle Vantress in place of the Fairy Conclave. And let's see what else here. The Cliques are now in the main board. The Borrowers are in the sideboard. And that looks to be about it. So, I don't really know if I necessarily want to mess around with some of these new decks like I could easily play this Simic one, right? Because it's so similar to what we've been playing. But I've never really played Hayashi's version. He plays a much more reactive game with his deck. As you can see, there's plenty of cards to remove. Troublesome permanents. You can repeal your own stuff. Clique stuff out of your hand. So you'd have to definitely play this deck a little bit different. What the hell, right? Let's see. Let's do a Modern League. And we'll change the deck over to this Hayashi deck. And we're going to submit it with our 100 play points. And let's get it done. Play a league match. Okay. Hopefully I'm just in the middle of my cold medicine. I guess people that do regular streams, they just do it. My friends were like, "Oh, stream. get on there with snot hanging out of your nose and blow your nose and stuff. All right, here we go. Okay, this looks legit. A vial into a seize or lord into a clique. Oh yeah, let's adjust our freaking thing here. All right. Watery Grave. Stitcher Supplier. Okay. Creeping Chills. What the hell is this? And he has a grave crawler, right? And this is also a zombie. What a perfect freaking Stitcher Supplier. A grave crawler. And then two, yeah, you got it. And another grave crawler, okay. So let's see here. I guess we just ambush him, right? Memory Sluice. Conspire. He wants to put the top 4 of his library in. He's got a Hedron Crab. There's another Creeping Chill with a Narcomoeba. Okay. What in the hell is this? I guess we'll just trickster this shit down. Cast the Grave Crawler. Okay. Jeez. This is a strange deck, to be sure. Alright, so let's start paying attention to what is happening here. Did he have another one? Oh no, Merfolk Secret Keeper. Oh, Gurmag Angler. Oh, that's no biggie. Okay. Another Trickster, alright. I guess we'll do the clique on him. Trickster the Angler, and then we can just... Well, actually, we need to start setting up for blocking. I'm already at 10. We need to start setting up for blocking grave crawlers and living. But I do want to stop the Angler. That means you have to take another 6. Okay. Cast the clique here. Maybe, well, let's cast it on him. Done. Okay. So, I guess we'll just chump block now, right? We'll come with the Merfolk of the Pearl Trident, since he does have Merfolk Secret Keepers. Basically chomp here and here. Alright. Yeah. Another Narcomoeba, jeez. that's not going to be too good. That's like, yep. Maybe we should have clicked ourselves and took the spreading seas. I have no idea what the heck this dude is. Oh, 2. But I guess we just... Spreading seas, one of his things. Aha! Aha. Does that get us anywhere? Not really. Alright, so now we gotta remember to tap down his angler. Well, actually, maybe we don't tap down the angler. Maybe we tap down Narcomoeba. Let's see. Well, if it... I'm just doing this in the totally wrong order. This down. So we'll just get hit here for 2. Yep. Now, how much can we hit him for? Not enough. Let's see here. Another clique. Well, that'll shut down a Narcomoeba. So right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. And as it sits now, we can only repeal or clique. So maybe we actually repeal one of these right now and see what we draw. Another Aether Vial. Okay. Actually, that is clickbait. Clickbait. Right? So we take him to 20. Okay, if we take him to 20 and we chump block, no, we can't do that. We have to block all out and take 1. Okay. We just have to hope. He's just gonna hardcast this, I'm guessing. Okay, you're gonna put the top 4 in. Oh, this is a Vengevine deck too. Okay. So many dang ones though. What does old mHyashi have in the sideboard here? Brazen Borrower is probably going to be more reasonable than repeal with these in face of these Gurmag anglers. Cast some Narcomoeba. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's game. Okay. I didn't realize they were a Vengevine deck, and I enabled their Vengevine for them. I'm guessing Deprive, or no, I guess Spreading Seas can come out because they have islands. Those can turn into relics. Repeals turn into borrowers. Dismember, probably not that great, but we should maybe leave a couple copies in for the big guy. How good is Deprive? Deprive is probably pretty poor. There's not much to Force of Negation except for like those weird spells that he's discarding cards with. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna just put a repeal back in here. So again, one of the things with mHyashi's decks is that Oh, you know what? I should have probably taken the Vendilion Cliques out, but hard to say. Yeah, we're going to keep this. Just double tapping here, right? He's on 5. Okay. Take this draw step off here. Venture deeper, sure. Prized amalgam in there. Okay. Oh, dismember. Okay, there's the prized amalgam still, of course. Now let's see what's going to happen. Just going to make himself a wall. He wants to venture deeper again. We got a glimpse, 2 glimpses, and a Stitcher supplier. Okay. And a chalice of the void. Ooh. I could shut these secret keepers off for sure. I wonder if we risk doing it. We have to take the relic activation down. I think it's worth it though. Especially since he already has 2 secret keepers over here, though I guess he's not really going to ever play them unless he's going to die. And we got a concession, okay. Alright, let's reconsider Vendilion Clique. And let's reconsider Force of Negation. Over Deprive. Like, I just feel like, I guess if we hit one of those, what's also going to help us against Vengevine? Nothing really. And I guess Dismember. Maybe this repeal should actually be a Dismember. Oof. Wow. Okay. Let's see what happens this time. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep it. He is on a 6. This is just crazy. Stitcher supplier. Okay. Can't force that. And I gotta take a creeping chill hit. Right. Ah. Do like that. A head-drawn crab. Well, yeah, that's another reason to dismember. Yeah, because now he gets like a bunch of hits with this. There's Narcomoeba, there's Vengevine. Gonna get hurt hard here if he has a second thing. Looks like he does. Like he's gonna have a Stitcher supplier, yeah. And then the dang, so strong. It's where Cage does a much better job. Okay. Now what happens? I guess what happens is we play a vault, we say go, and then we're going to have to dismember the Vengevine and then sack Relic. Then on our next turn, Trickster. I only did it this way because maybe he doesn't attack with Stitcher Supplier or something. this, what a freaking explosive draw here. But as you can see, okay, of course another freaking creeping chill. That might just kill. That just might be game. Oh, wait. I should have done it in response to that, right? I can stop that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm at 9. Fine. Yeah. Funny. 1 now. Okay. We can't win against that. What a bunch of crap. Motherfucking garbage deck, wizards. You fucking idiots. Yes, that's what all competitive players want to play with, is fucking that horse shit. Mulligan. I think we would have done a lot better against that with the I could do a Lord. We would have done a lot better with the Simic deck, probably, because of the what do you call them? But really, you got to win the first game. We didn't have a chance when we were on the draw. Oh my gosh, another dredge deck. AKA another deck where Dismember's horrible. We didn't get anything. Oh, you got a Stinkweed Imp and a Creeping Chill. I mean, come on, Wizards. Creeping Chill, really? It's crap. Does he have Life from the Loam? Yeah, Cathartic Reunion. What does he have? A Stinkweed, a second Chill. We'll have a Narcomoeba and a Prized Amalgam come in. Okay. We sure having fun today. Did he have 2 in there? He did. He did have 2. That would have been nice. I guess we'll clique them. And then the clique can block one of these amalgams, I guess. What does he have in here? What did he does have a Conflagrate, though. I guess we need to watch out for that. What else is in there? 2 Bloodghasts. I don't think we have a chance, Mr. mHyashi. Like, we have to leave this Deprive up if he's going to just drop his whole hand and Conflagrate. He also had the Shriekhorn should have been activated. I think we should, like, possibly clique ourselves, get this Dismember out of our hand here. There's 2 Bloodghasts in there with haste. Life from the Loam. Okay. He's setting up the Dismember. Alright. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous, Wizards. Alright, so Dismembers should come out. Force a negation needs to come in. Borrower's probably better than repeal. Let's see what else. Deprive. Too slow. I don't think we need Chalice. Yeah, I should not have. In retrospect, I should not be playing this mHyashi deck. I have no idea how to play it or even... Well, we do have a hate card, so let's keep. He's on 6. Pretty land heavy with this hand. But we do have one of our hate cards. And we do have some reasonable blocking, depending on how fast he comes out. Might be better to play the vault first. Why don't you exile that land? Click. But that does take down. Maybe it's better to play vault and then take him off green. Green might represent removal on this thing. Green might represent just a naked life from the loam, though that's not really going to be very good. A Golgari Thug, okay. What should we do here? Play Castle Vantress. And play Master. What the heck is happening? Sorry, my phone is like out of juice or something. Okay, now what's gonna happen here? Will he attack just to get this in the graveyard? Possibly. 4, 8. So we need to get him to 14 before we'll have a lethal. With what we can assemble right here with 2 Mutavaults, 2 Lords. Oh, there's the green. A Stinkweed Imp, okay. I think a Stinkweed Imp is fine. I don't know why he shocked himself there. Maybe as like removal or something. Doesn't really have anything, okay. Let's see, I can play Aether Vial and still clique him in his draw step, which is nice. Clique is not necessarily good versus a deck where they can use that, you know, that extra draw to Clique. See if he's got a response. At least this way we'll also kind of know what we're working with. Coffee and Raiders mug today. He does have a response. He does have a lightning axe. We have to give... Oh, what? Oh, and he discards that. Okay. So... What don't you say? Get that out of there. Sure. I think this is reasonable. Also keeps the graveyard clear. He had a second. He had 2 creeping chills, 2 line. Okay. Okay. What you got in there? He's got a narco amoeba. I'm gonna say no. He can play the narco amoeba. That's a good draw. Ooh, we got something with surprised amalgam. You want to hit for... Yeah, I can block either of those. No. You want to attack with this one if you attack with any of them, right? Okay. I don't know that attack made perfect sense. So, let's think about what we can do here. He has 1 card in hand, so he can't lightning axe or anything like that. Unless he pays the extra. I guess he could have reasonably have... do they play some sort of actual bolts? Or, yeah, wait, there's also Castle Vantress. 1, 2, 3. We could Castle Vantress and leave up an activation and just hit for 3. That puts him at 11. Then it's... No, actually, I think we just want to just go for it. And now hit him for 9. I'm not 100% sure also that Relic of Progenitus is... Okay. Begin the sideboarding. I think Force Negation was somewhat okay there. I think I'll leave it in. Yeah, whatever. To win a post-sideboarded game on the draw, I think we have to do something like force a Key Cathartic Reunion, get an Aether Vial, have Aether Vial and our Relic would probably be... But something like this is pretty weak. we have to depend on force and force alone. Now we have to depend on... Oh, we don't have double blue either. That sucks. Let's go for it again. Okay, here we go. So we're going to keep this. And I think we have to put... Spreading Seas, Force and Negation, I believe, is the right choice. Could have been right to keep double force, but now hopefully we can get the Cathartic Reunion here into a land relic. Would be our best bet. Guess I should take this draw step off here. Indistinguate Imp. I guess it's Borrower. I guess it has to be... Guess it has to be Borrower. He's still got a Stinkweed Imp in there, though. Oh. Okay. Get ready for the pain. Get ready for the pain. It's a Creeping Chill Narcomoeba with a Bloodghast in there. So we're pretty much boned. I mean, I don't know how much worse it could have been other than if there was a... Also, if then maybe this was a... He does have 2 cards left, though. Yay, we got there-ish. Let's see what we might find. Oh, that would have been a reason to do that first. Okay, double relic. You go. What the hell Billy's doing today out there, guy? And you go. And I think it's pretty reasonable to, well, it's tough to relic away a Bloodghast like that. He's hard casting a Stinkweed Imp. Okay, that's fair. So if he plays a fetch land to do it, so let's see here. Okay, we'll just take it. Maybe we just try to attack back. This will be no. Yeah, we'll just attack back. One thing I think I just thought of is, okay, if they... Let's see what he's doing here. Yep. Let's fire this up here. We're going to block here. Does he have a fetch? Yoink. And nope. Sexy. Knowing about the lore doesn't. Knowing about the lore doesn't matter. Well, yes, it does. I do want to get in my extra point here. All right. 17 to 13. Hesitating we are. Okay. Another island. All right. So note that you can't choose a land with Vendilion Clique. So holding a land like you would for, say, Benthic Biomancer or something is not gonna do it. I wonder if we just wait or if we... I'm gonna go with just the Adept. Maybe he'll jump with the Narcomoeba? He didn't attack with the Narcomoeba, so that means he's trying to keep this Stinkweed imp. See, I don't think that's right. If you're not going to attack or block, you know, like if he attacked, I couldn't block it. All right, now what's happening? So let's see if he attacks this time. A Spreading Seas just makes it really rough on him. I might also want to take away his black sources. Let's put that right in right away, of course. See if we could draw something like a Spreading Seas. Force of Negation. Okay, now that is pretty decent. That could shut down some weird sideboard something. Let's see if he's going to block this time. Going to block right here. Yeah, that's what happened. He got destroyed. Okay, now we'll just take away your thing here. Okay, we'll sacrifice this. Ooh, sexy. I don't think... Oh, maybe we do play the Lord. Let's see. 14 is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 exactly. I think I'm going to be patient with his force. What could he have? Like, he could disrupt lethal in a few ways. Let's just play patiently. He did make us pop one of our relics, but we're looking at trying to close this game out in the next couple of turns. Ooh, Ancient Grudge. Well, we'll just... He tapped it wrong. Yeah. Yeah, he realized it right then, and he conceded in shame or something. We had Island Master. I think we could have got there. Okay, so let's recall here. We lost to a graveyard deck and we beat a graveyard deck. This is why rogue decks just throw a monkey wrench into everything. And there's nothing nothing wrong with rogue decks. That's how every great deck gets created and tested and built, you know. Okay, we're on the draw. I think we're going to mulligan this. There's no action. This has better action. We'll keep. Do we dare put a land to the bottom? I think maybe since we're on the draw, we'll put a silver gill. There's no guarantee we're going to... Serum Visions. Okay. Well, it looks like Spreading Seas would have been a better choice. But of course, there are some games you just play where Spreading Seas, you know, just shuts them down. All right, let's see what's happening here. A whole lot. Other Spreading Seas. Okay. Well, they could be a multicolored deck, probably. So, probably gonna find out right here. I'm guessing it's Storm. You know, they could go off on us right here. Turn 3 style. Nope. Ooh. I was just about to say, there's going to be a little bit of tension, right? If let's ignore this Dismember. I throw Spreading Seas up here. Then I just have Silvergill adapt, you know, if he lays out a creature and starts to go off. But let's put him to the test. This, okay. Trickster. Okay, so now we have 2 things to disrupt his, what do they call those things? Reducers? Cost, spell cost reduction? And in we go. Draw a card. It's a Lord. Okay, it's a no. Well, we've got a lot of interaction for whatever's happening here. I think I'll save this clique for the end of his turn. This isn't necessarily Storm. There's other things it could be. And if he's trying to think about a cryptic command here, then it's, yeah. He's going to return to hand and draw a card. This might be a reasonable place for Vendilion Clique. But I think it's just too good not to deprive. Alright. There's some more red. Okay, I think now that we know he's not Storm, start to put more pressure on him. Maybe get him to crack this for something like a Bolt, and then that'll open up this Spreading Seas. Yep. Here it comes. Hey, it was a Lightning Bolt. Okay. So now, do we need to go up on this? I don't think we do. More Dismembers. Maybe we just click ourselves. Spreading Seas seems really good here. think I'll go for the clique here. Just to shut him down. Yeah, let's see what you're working with here, dude. Alright. A time warp and a fires of invention and nothing else. Okay. So he could play the fires, play the time warp. He's got Mystic Sanctuary to get back Cryptic Command. I think we just take the time warp. Okay, so now we're looking at a crazy type deal. Is he going to play it? He is going to play it. Dang, too bad we didn't go after his C's. What's going to happen here? Oh, he puts Serum Visions on top. Okay, so he's just looking. Oh no, I should have put that Lord in. That was no bueno. Let's see what we got here. Another island. Crap. Let's see, we missed out on 2 points of damage there. So he gets to cast 2 spells for free, right? So he gets to draw a card. Yeah, and then he's conceding. Alright. Dismember doesn't seem that great. Force of Negation does seem great. So does Brazen Borrower. I guess Repeal can bounce stuff of ours. Trickster, Spreading Seeds. Yeah. Don't need the Spreading Seeds. Alright. Does this seem legit? What do we possibly really want here? Let's, give me a, oh wait, hold on. I'll be right back, right? Okay, what do they run in their sideboard? That's the question. Engineer Explosives, Lightning Bolt, Spell Pierce, Braid, Pyroclasm, Thing in the Ice. Okay. Mystical Dispute. Okay, so Thing in the Ice will leave the repeal. Chalice of the Void could be a consideration, but maybe on the play. Maybe I'll consider Chalices on the play versus Deprive. Like they have 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's just absolutely no interaction in this hand whatsoever. But there's just a clock. There's just a straight up clock. Alright, well, let's see if you can race our clock. That made the hand significantly better. Serum Visions. Oh no, did he keep a 1-lander or something? Oh, Engineered Explosives cast with 1 color. Yes, I want that to happen. I want that to happen. I guess our best clock is going to be a little bit slow here, right? I mean, assuming he's just going to blow it. I think considering he could start going off, keep this force in hand, and then Trickster at the end. Ooh. Dictate of Crewfix. Strange. This is at the end of your turn, so give me a couple cards here. It's a good one. So I want to clique him and then have that. But an alternate thing could be to hit him for 9. Hitting him for 9. And then he's just dead next turn. Unless he has exactly... Actually, no, that doesn't matter either. I think the right play here is to play the Master. Fire this up. Put him to the test. You're dead next turn, so draw your extra cards here. So he does have it. However, if he throws a counter spell against our force, then click. This will be his second spell. Like if he, okay. I was going to say if he mystically disputes it. If he does a mystical dispute, you're only allowed to cast 2 spells per turn with Fires of Invention. Fires of Invention counts as 1 spell cast that turn. A counter spell would count as the second, so he wouldn't be able to time walk. And that's how you have to play, like, you know, when you're not really... Holy moly. Yeah, we just have to mulligan. It's got to be a vault. I was going to say maybe it'll be something slow, like a control deck of some kind. Okay. This is why we have 4 main deck cliques, okay. I think it's worth trying to eat a spell snare right here, because later, like, a lord is going to get hit with it anyway. Just very aggressively using these. Oh, maybe this is the Blink version? Stoneforge Mystic, okay. We can click that away. Or repeal the germ. Oh, shoot, I had a Mutavault over there. Probably better to play that. So one thing we could do is click on activation. But I think he's tapped. He's tapped down. Actually, I would like to see a Force of Negation right here. He'd go to 4 cards with one known one is a Batter Skull, and then, but he could have 2 Stone Forges. Good reason to have Alt out. Cast this now, of course. Take a look at what's happening over here. Another Teferi, 2 Snapcasters. Sort of Feast and Famine. Big Teferi. I think it's Snapcaster Mage. Is correct. Snapcaster Mage opt. He's looking for land. So, looks like our next play is going to be... Okay, let's see. He puts 1 card on the bottom, draws a card. Okay. So, we know both snappies are gone. He has to discard a card now. Yeah, so, here's the master. Yoink. I think attacking Teferi will get him to play the second one. Okay, found his land. See, this is where we don't want him to, like, get a... Well, actually, we want him to put a sword out, right? The Planeswalkers aren't exactly stupendous. Yeah, like another clique. Okay. Patience, patience. Nothing in the draw step. Oh, Field of Ruin, really? So now he can do Big Teferi, which I think is still fine. Ooh, are we gonna... Oh, we got a counter spell. Okay, no. I'm gonna do a Dismember on this Snapcaster Mage here. And then we're gonna start hitting. It'll be a 3-turn clock. Ooh, come on. I want to see that counter spell. Oh. Okay. I don't know why you would activate that right now. Deprive, perfect draw. Let's just do Lord of Atlantis. Island Walk in for 3. And now we've got 6 unblockable. That's a 2-turn clock when he's at 12. Okay. Jace the Mind Sculptor, eh? What does Jace the Mind Sculptor do? How many cards does he have left in hand? 5. So he's got 2 Teferis, Batterskull, Sword, and then yeah, we'll just do it. We will do it. Yep. Because if he has a counter spell, then he doesn't get his little trick. Okay, you mono leaked. So he's going to look at 3 cards. Mm-hmm. Aether vow is reasonable. It's also a good clickbait. I think since we have clique, we'll do 1 and 1. Well, oh, what? Why didn't that die? Oh, I guess I attacked him. Okay. So now we're going to do a draw phase, little thingy-me-jiggy. Here's a clique. I want to take away big to fairy. Let's dismiss all these. Okay, so he's got Opt and Spell Snare, Batter Skull. So we're going to go for this Teferi right here. Yeah. Because the big one actually doesn't do anything. Like, he could put something, watch. Like, what he has to have is, he has to have, like, oh, now he's not even that. He has to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, like, you know, yeah, a Supreme Verdict or something. Okay. Well, that actually was not that great for us. Maybe we should have waited till the, oh, Castle of Interest is good. Oh, no. Should, like, bounce Jays. I should have killed that damn Jace. That was my mistake. Was the Jace. Not killing that Jace. But that's what happens when you're on some fucking straight up cold medicines. What do we got here? Teferi the Time Raveler. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Well, is it? What is it? Cryptic Draw. Yeah, we punted the fuck out of that game. Alright, Brazen Borrower. You're coming in. So we're a couple of relics at least. So we're going to take out Spreading Seas, bring in Force of Negation, take out Repeal for the borrowers, Clique's fine. I don't think Dismember is exactly where we want to be, right? Chalice is also a reasonable consideration, but I don't think I want it. Also, Repeal is... We could actually have Repeal in for our own things. I'm going to keep this. Could have considered Trickster right there while he's tapped down. Stone Forge. Yep. Sword of Feast and Famine. Trickster, that sucker right there. Another Clique, okay. We'll Clique in response to the activation of the Stoneforge Mystic. Or we could just do it right now. It's probably better. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, so we're looking at a Batter Skull, a Feast of Famine, a Timely Reinforcements, 2 Supreme Verdicts, so we're not going to do anything about that. So it looks like Batter Skull is the thing that's going to hurt us the most here. So we got rid of the Batter Skull. Okay, there's the Field of Ruin. Timely Reinforcements, okay. Could have considered cliquing that, but I'd rather clique one of the Planeswalkers. Now what does Feast and Famine do? They get to untap all their things, and then I discard a card. So we gotta go hard here. So maybe that means just trying to get him to cast one of those Supreme Verdicts. So without a 4th land, he can't Stoneforge and equip. I guess maybe I should have maybe left in more Dismembers for the Mystics, but yeah, got it. Deprive, huh? So he's got sort of Feast and Famine in. That's going to make any of those a 3/3. Then I'll have to discard a card as well. I guess we'll trade off with the Clique. Or another thing I could possibly do is just actually attack with the Lord here. See if he double blocks. Then we block this on that. Though, I guess if he puts it on the Mystic, we're kind of boned, so we're just not going to do anything here. See what happens. But maybe it's right to attack with this Trickster. So my plan right now is if he equips up the sword, block with the Clique. But maybe it was more right to actually just aggro out. That's what he wants to do with his turn. I guess we'll use it. This is in his turn, right? Ooh. We'll put the Deprive on the bottom and the borrower on top. Oh no! Oh shoot, he did have another one. But it doesn't matter, our plan is still the same. Yeah. Merfolk Trickster is good. So I think it actually is right to attack here when he's doing these kind of things. Does have a second Field of Ruin. Because we know he has 2 Supreme Verdicts, right? So all he's really doing is... Let's see, he might... whatever, we'll just tap it. So now, by doing that in his main phase, we have this floating mana, because, you know, he has to do that, right? So, Trickster. And this one. Taps down. Gets equipped. We know about you, Brazen Borrower. Okay, there's 6. Now he's at 8. Remember, he would have been at 5 if we had made that one attack. I think it might have been right. So what does this make me do? Discard a card. Okay. Untap your lands. I guess he could, like, activate Stonefort or something here. Alright. But not if your plan is to Wrath. Especially since Cleek here at the end. Yeah, he is doing something here. What is it? You're in your damage phase, dude. Okay. Discard a card. It's going to be Force of Negation. Okay, use your mana or lose it. Now we're assuming he's going to pop a Wrath. Supreme Verdict, indeed. Here's our Cleek. Dismiss all these. Oh, what the heck? Winds of Abandon. Exile target creature you don't control. For each creature's controller searches. Put those cards into play. Right. And then he's got Big Teferi, another one, Jace, and 2 Cryptics. Okay. I guess it's going to be this Winds of Abandon. And then we're going to... actually, we're going to save that for Planeswalkers. No, we're not. Yeah, I think we're supposed to sideboard much differently here. I think these repeals are supposed to be in. Ooh, he took himself to lethal to a fairy. For a Teferi, I guess. Now you have to get this clique out of here. Though he does have a bunch of reasonable ways to deal to deal with it. Mutavault would be good. What he wants to do now. Tap, draw. I don't think we can play that. He's at 2. So we know one of these cryptics is gone. Okay, he has an opt. He's got plenty of mana. But what does he want to do with it? Another tap. Oh, return to hand, draw a card? Really? Okay. So the cryptics are gone. We're playing around Supreme Verdict that we know he has. Timely reinforcements. No. No. That's gotta go. Ooh, does he have counterspell? Yes, let's do it. See, he's at 2. So he has a big problem here. Yeah. Which is, how does he get around Island Walk? Right. Oh, actually, no, he gained life. I think we'll let him hit us with this sword in order to yeah. Or actually we could induce him to use Supreme Verdict. Didn't we get rid of this Winds of Abandon? Or did he have another one? I don't remember. Let's return the sword. See, this way it costs him 5 if we return the sword. If we return the soldier, then he just re-equips it for 2. Even if he does have a counter spell here, it's a little bit dicey. Unless maybe it's like Cryptic Bounce. He could also have Snapcaster, and if he like... if he goes like Snapcaster, recast, like Cryptic, counter, you know, draw, let's say, then, okay, he just let it happen. We'll go to blocks and take this dude out. Now he can recast and, oh, he does go for Supreme. I like it. Ooh, now that is a strong one. Love me some Aether Vial. A lot of lands here. I guess we want him to go for Jace, draw, sack or something. Yeah. I'm gonna let him do it. Figure out what he wants to hide and all that. Gonna cast the Borrower. Path the Borrower. Okay. I could use an extra land, then I can cast 2 3s. Okay. Maybe we Borrower Jace this turn. We know he used the Verdict. The Jace is out. So we know he has Teferi. Reasonably, I should have probably done this in the upkeep. Okay. So now... So let's think about how we need to navigate this. Okay, there's the big Teferi, which we should force. Okay. This is what we like to see. Yep. I think maybe with... Oh, really? He did that? So how do we want to figure this out? We know it has Jace, right? Okay, you can have Jace. I guess you could like bounce the Lord. No, maybe you should have. Trying to set up Cleek at the end of his turn, make sure the coast is clear, then double Lord up. Start watching the clock here as well. Wins. Okay. Oh, and I get an extra land. Oh, it comes in tapped, though. Stoneforge, okay. Got the Batter Skull. Ooh, and you got a Colonnade, okay. Those are all good things. Let's check to see if the coast is clear. Supreme Verdict, Opt, Batter Skull. We're gonna say Batter Skull. I think we have to. Because if he just puts Batter Skull and puts it on here, it's just, there's no way. We want him to Verdict, and then we pop our Borrower. We can't do that. Ooh, Deprive was good. So let's see. Celestial Colonnade is a big roadblock. Okay. We're just going to let him do exactly what he wants to do here. He's just looking hard. So he's gonna cast Colonnade to Fairy Time Raveler. So now we have to cast this Borrower. No, actually we don't. Now we deprive. Now Wrath takes Celestial Colonnade out of the mix. No Colonnade's in the mix. Oh, we drew the freaking exact thing we needed. Maybe he could. He could have. Hi. Path to Exile. Okay. You got it, dude. Oh, come on. Really? I mean, that's just ridiculous. 2 paths. Though I guess he did have Teferi and all this other stuff out. So now we need another Lord to win. That was just freaking ridiculous. He found himself 2 paths, even after we found Dismember, just to, like, seal it. Though he has 6 minutes, so we gotta make him... We're, like, F6ing here. We gotta pay the additional. Spell Snare. That's crap. We're still quite alive here. Ooh. I guess that doesn't really do much in the face of Field of Ruin. But I guess it could get another land out. I'll get it. Yeah, look, this will get him down to 14 cards now. Just grind away the time. Okay. 6, 5, 4. Is this where we have to block? Yeah. I don't think so. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, he's in the red zone. Castle Vantress. Oh, I should have held that to made him think about like a trickster or something. We could have ate up a few little bits here. 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still activating all this stuff. Exactly. I mean, all right. I think. Oh, did we just lose that match? I guess so. I thought we won game 1. I guess we were. I'm gonna blame it on the cold medicine. Let's see here. Oh shit, that was already our 4th game. Dang. Oh yeah, we did lose the first one because I punted like 3 different times. I didn't kill that Jace. And I didn't wait till the end of his turn on that fairy. I definitely have a good win record versus blue-white control with Merfolk, and I can see that this version is built to just, dismantle it. But it's not as easy as saying, oh, you're having trouble with blue-white control, play mHyashi's list, because it's nothing like we're used to playing. Oh, hey, we finally won one. Our first friggin' one. Okay, we're going to keep. Okay, we got Cleek. We got a little counter magic here. Is this burn? Yes, it is. This deprive will be not terrible. Spreading Seas is not terrible either. I think I'll go for it. You have to have it on turn 2 or else it's not worth going for, I feel. Okay, now that makes it even better. So we don't have to worry about Eidolon. We don't have to worry about... Oh, well, now we do. Yeah, keep damaging yourself. Okay. So he got his white back. He was so desperate to get his white back that he didn't... He didn't... Oh, maybe he has. Yeah, I was going to say, he could have something to suspend. Alright, what's the right play here? It could be cast Silvergill Adept normally with Master block. If I put the Master out naked with Silvergill Adept on backup, he just bolts that. So I think the right play is to do nothing. Take the bolt to the face. Put a stop in his draw. Now, if we draw Trickster, we don't want to Cleek. So let's put the Silvergill Adept in first. Then we're going to see if we can get ourselves a Trickster. We cannot. So let's put the Cleek in. Take a look at his hand. Alright, what can hurt us? Skewer the critics, lightning helix. Okay. I think it's Scare the Critics due to efficiency. He's got to use both. He's got to use a Pain Land and this Foundry to take out one of our people here. And I think, given that we know what he has, okay, so he drew that. He drew that. We know what he has. We're just gonna chump block here. We take it to the face or to the Silvergill Adept no matter what. All we're trying to do is reduce the damage that we take. It doesn't matter right now that we're losing this clique. It stopped 3 damage. It actually stopped 6 damage. So one of the helixes is gone. The vault definitely comes out. And now is when we start up with just a little bit of damage, I guess. I'm not gonna show him the master just yet. Okay, there's that. He has a lava spike. We really want to kill this thing, so we're going to say yes. Put this in play. This could get a little tricksy. Block here, block there. Now he can only kill one. He has made his decision on the ordering, which is the incorrect order. Right, because he had to decide right there. He should have had the Lord up first. Okay, so that thing's gone. So is a Sunbay Canyon. We know he has 2 Skewer the Critics. All right. We do put the master in here. 7, and then there's lethal damage in 1 turn. So he has to hard cast for 3. Oh, Eidolon? What? That doesn't do anything. These Skewer the Critics are sorceries, right? Yeah. So now he has to, what, take damage, and that was not ideal. Another Lord, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have an island. It's right here. Yeah. Okay. So what's good here? Chalice of the Void. I think Force of Negations replace, like, Deprive. Brazen Borrower, possibly. Over Dismember. We definitely don't want Dismember. I think Clique is too slow. Maybe we actually want Deprive. Repeal is actually pretty good, because all his creatures cost 1 and 2. I think when I clicked him there, after I thought about it for 2 seconds, I'm like, well, I'm looking at what he has. I'm going to just, trade a 3 for a 3? This is really slow, but it does have Force of Negation, so hey. Rift Bolt. Okay. So, if this is Eidolon, I guess we just hope for a land? Possibly. Oh, wow, he's taking a lot of damage here. It is Eidolon. Okay. All you can do is just wait. He's just gonna hurt himself. Okay. Force a negation. Okay, that's good. Like, this is how you can tell you're playing against an inexperienced burn player, is their play patterns look like this. They're not sequencing their things when they should be, like this right here. You know, cracking wooded foothills like that. Like, let's see what he has here. He has lightning helix. Okay. Don't think we're gonna really be able to make it out of this one right here. I don't even necessarily know that Eidolon's supposed to be in there. Maybe on the draw they take it out, you know, because Aether Vial. Like, Eidolon and Aether Vial just go so horribly. Okay, we are at 5. There's another repeal, but I think we just have to play this Lord. Doesn't die at the end of turn when we can't use these forces. Or he probably just goes dumb. Path to Exile? What you're citing in Path to Exile. Holy shit. Okay, now you know this dude's a pony. Swift Spear. Okay. And then Eidolon. Yeah, okay, he got us. Yeah. This dude's probably just as shitty as we are. But we're just shabby. We're not shitty. Oh, I think the cold medicine is beginning to wear off. Ideally, Chalice likes to be on 2, but... Ooh, Goblin Guide. I like you, Goblin Guide. What are you going to give us? Force of Negation? Ooh. So, Force of Negation. I'm going to, I think, cast Silvergill Adept, draw a card. Ooh, like Spreading Seas. Then if he goes for... You know, he's probably going for Searing Blaze. We can force repeal, I guess. I mean, he did see it. Maybe Chalice on 1 would have been good. Let's see what we got here. Give us a land. Merfolk Trickster, another great card. So we want to preserve our life total at all costs. So what are we drawing, Trickster? Riftbolt Exile. Okay, good. So we have a few different choices here. We can no, we'll just take that. I think we'll go for a repeal on Goblin Guide. Let's see what we got up next here. Spreading Seas again. This is just such crap. Damn. Mana screwed. Like, I'd like to just double spreading seas here, but there's no guarantee. So I think what we have to do is get rid of the Eidolon. He's only attacking with that, and we're going to get a force of negation? Alright. So we'll take our 2 here. Those Eidolons have been tearing us up. We'll tap this in case we have to force. Another damn force. This is freaking ridiculous. No, we gotta try to go for Chalice on 2. Okay. What we have to do here, I think, is he's gonna bolt us, right? Then we Trickster. Right. It's going to come into play, tap, take away the ability. Now we got to get rid of one of these spreading seas. Though another consideration is, I guess we should check this out. Where's mHyashi's? He does not. There's no Cavernous Souls in here, so I guess I can't. I had 2 freaking Eidolons. Okay, you got 2 Eidolons. You got 2 Eidolons. I got 2 Vaults. Now is when I. Oh no, actually, you know what? This don't hit me at all. Now we just need to pray that we draw Aether Vial. Rift Bolt. Rift Bolt it is. 2 Rift Bolts. Okay. Alright, so what happens here? We fire everything up, we attack for 2, 4, 6. No, it doesn't do enough. Okay, let's see. I think this doofus got us. Let's see. We don't have enough. We could get for 6. That's 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're like 1 point short either way. So I guess we just do nothing. That's what we do. He's going to take 8 here. Yeah. Uh, I guess it's better to go like this. So we can hard cast this force after the fact. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Repeal on Chalice. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Silver Gilded, not doing it. What? What's this? Exquisite Firecraft can't be countered. Really? What a fucking tool. Exquisite Firecraft. Are you fucking kidding me? Exquisite Firecraft killed us. Oh, fuck. Alright, that was fucking terrible. We played such garbage decks, and we had no clue how to play our deck. Let's see where we're at. 2 hours exactly. Oh, man. Do we try to redeem ourselves with some Simic here? Fuck, it's already 6 o'clock. I think I better go take some more cold medicine or something. Is there Pioneer already up here? Let's play some Pioneer tournament practice. See what's going to happen here. Just for funds. Since we're on the draw. We'll keep. I was going to say, unless... oh, Stompy. Stompy is a thing. So how does Stompy work? When it enters the battlefield, when it attacks, you can pay. It gets +1/+1. Oops. I don't know any of these damn cards. So I think we'll play the Copter. See what happens here. We can reasonably Trickster the Brawler, and if we get another land, another island, we can Djinn. Okay. So now that comes in. Oh, I see what he's doing. Reckless Bushwhacker. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're taking half our life here. Maybe we should. Maybe it was right to leave up the Trickster. Ooh. This one can be the big one. I'd like to loot away this other copter here. So he probably has, let's see, the +4/+4 trample thing, so that okay, we would like to loot. Get rid of this copter. See what happens now. 7. Stomp. Okay. He got us. Alright, let's see here. We want to trim a copter, bring in Aetherize. We want all 4 of the Tidebinder mages. And that's it. And we probably want to shave Tempest Gin and Wizard's Retort. Right? Oh, actually the Sailors probably should be trimmed before any of this big shit. No, they don't. Harbinger's good. Thassa's a little slow. I guess we'll take out another Storm Tamer. No. We need some lands. Oh, there we go. This is good. Right here we're going to keep. Here. Done. Did he go to 6? He went to 6. Hey, what's up, Shell? It's going okay. I've been sick this last weekend, so I'm still off some cough syrup and shit. Like, I guess people stream and whatnot when they are sick and just like cough and blow their nose and shit. Like, but yeah, this Pioneer. I just finished doing 5. I did a league with mHyashi's deck. And so I didn't realize how late it was. I started really late, so I just decided to jump on the queue to mess around with my Pioneer deck, or should I say like a Merfolkish Pioneer deck. I mean, like just Pioneer in general, like why? Like this is what happens in Magic, okay? So you have people who've been around for a while and you have newer people. So most new people get into stuff like Standard. And they get into Standard, and eventually when major rotations happen and people realize they've been, got this whole binder of cards that nobody in Modern wants, but they can't play in the current Standard, that builds up. Those collections build up. And that's exactly why we've got Pioneer, And I think obviously the second thing is that they're going to use Pioneer as a way to backfill Arena with older cards. But in general, I don't think Pioneer will last. It's not powerful enough for the modern folk, and once the people who get into it realize that people months ago have already been getting ready for this. You know what I mean? Like, how did the Reddit Pioneer group get created like 3 weeks ago or whatever, or whatever thing you want to look at is tap this dude down here. But I think that Pioneer. Oh, what do we got here? Stomp. Okay. But I really think that Pioneer is it's gonna be a flash in the pan at first, but because it's supported by Wizards, it's gonna have legs. Like for sure. Oof. The question is, when will Wizards drop like support for it? If you see Pioneer on Arena, like they go in and backfill all that stuff, then Modern's probably right. It's very hyped up. There's been like a crap ton of cards have skyrocketed up in value. And people are going to make their money off of Pioneer because everybody's going to be like, oh, what would it be like to play, this, that, and the other, So remember, Stomp actually stops Master of Waves because protection is a damage prevention effect. If you pop an effect that says damage can't be prevented, you can't prevent damage from a red source with Master. Help Collector, huh? Let's crew this up. Let's trample. Yes. Borrower, okay. Sounds good. Well, one of the other problems, Shell, is that Pioneer has a lot of powerful cards. When you... Yes. Like, I played against a deck where they were like, they had the cyclable fogs, and they just had the, they had Oko, and they had, the ones that let you put an extra land in or whatever, and that's all they did. And they sat there, and then they just had Nexus of Fate, and that was it. So what are they going to do when people get tired of the same thing that happened before? Oh, end of your turn, dig through time or whatever, get a Nexus of Fate, cast it, when I untap my lands in your upkeep or whatever, and you never get to play. And I think that people are going to be like, hey, I can't play all these cool cards again because either I just have to face, Oko to Fairy, and, I die, or it's like, 1-drop red dude, 1-drop red dude, 1-drop red dude. A bunch of crap while you're trying to get your Nexus of Fate set up. So I think there's a lot of tinkering with this format that needs to happen. Big time. Yeah, people will definitely be able to, like, energy. I played against an energy deck. It was crazy. Like, of course, energy was crazy for standard, and it's like a Tarka's command. All right, so what did he choose? 3 to each opponent, and then he gets +1/+1 and reach. Okay. So that doesn't target me though, right? I can't targets you or a creature you control. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, so what do we want to get rid of here? I think we want to... Actually, let's let him go to blocks. Yeah. It's better if we trade off, like, the scooter and... No, I think the storm tape, yeah. Okay. So... Like, I think really what Pioneer is saying to people, hey, remember these cards, like, you can play. Pioneer may be a response to the metrics they've figured, which is how many people that play standard step up into modern, or how many people. I guess it's gonna be the emissary, or is it? No, maybe it's the brawler. This dies, this lives. He's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. Now I can bounce and cast here. Yeah, Pioneer is such a crazy thing. I wasn't playing when they switched Extended to Modern, but I did play Extended when Extended first came out. Because I started playing when... Oh yeah, this dude. I started playing when there was... Oh, I see how. Pelt Collector, Greenbelt Rampager bounces itself, so you can build up Pelt Collector real big. Let's try to bounce the Pelt Collector here. And then we'll cast the Brazen Borrower. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think Shahili is going to be that great. Because there's like... Think about these burn decks. Yeah. Well, yeah. The blue-black... Or the black-green decks and the red or zoo decks will keep it in check. Because they're going to have tons of stuff to shut it down. Yeah, Zoo seems fun. I've seen a lot of Zoo decks. There's a lot of broken combo decks out there too. Here's the problem. Like let's just break down the actual bigger problem. Wizards of the Coast are cowards. They're afraid of their players. They react with things like the ban list to their players not having fun. They react with things like creating Pioneer, creating Modern, creating sets like Modern Masters, Eternal Masters, all this stuff. That's all based off of Wizards of the Coast fear that they're going to lose their players if their players aren't happy. Like, that's all it is. He mulliganed. We're going to keep this. That's all it is. That Pioneers, because there's tons of people that have all these cards, you know, and there's a little bit of, you know, whatever, but the people are like, oh, Modern's so slow because people have to fetch. Okay, people have to fetch. Big friggin' deal, you know. What people's real problem with Modern is they're cowards, just like the freaking, like Wizards of the Coast, right? If your freaking opponent is taking too much time shuffling, then you say, hey, you're taking too much time shuffling. You call a judge, you know. But people are afraid to say shit. Back in the day, everybody was cheating. You know, the first 4 or 5 years of Magic, everybody was cheating, you know, and it's not just... All right, what is he going to have? Is he going to have 4 here? Okay, this Storm Tamer is a wizard, so it will unlock this retort as well. But I'm guessing this is going to be the 3/2. No, it's going to be a Rampager and then something else. How come? One of my the person that got me into, yeah, I understand Legacy, when you have a deck full of fetch lands and top, that is a nightmare. The top plus fetch land is a nightmare because it's not just a mechanical operation like shuffling. There's also a thought that has to go into it, which, you know, a judge is going to have a harder time discerning. You know, is the person slow playing? Are they, you know, do they have... Aha, this is what I wanted to counter. No mana for you. Yeah, they never brought it. But the other thing is they also got to be afraid of alienating their other player base, you know, like the people who play Modern. I did hear somebody have a really good point about these new mystery packs. The mystery packs actually, like, a totally randomized, and he's going to bushwhack? Okay. A totally randomized pack of cards that could have anything from, you know... We got to take 4? We'll take the 4. A totally randomized pack of cards that could have anything from Modern staples, Legacy staples, Standard staples, anything. And they can just pick and choose exactly how they put those products out. You know what I mean? Like what happened right now. I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll get some Okos for paper Merfolk, because I actually have not even touched my paper stuff in years. It's just sitting in a closet over here. And when I decided to actually, what is this, 3? Okay. Let's see what he can do to me. I want to set it up where I can tap this Rampager like on a critical turn where he's not gonna... No, what does he have? As long as it's your turn, you and Girl Spellbreaker have hexproof. Okay, so it becomes a 4/4, right? Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Good draw. So we'll pop this out. Land. So this is going to accrue up that. So now we're going to tap the Trampler. Oh, actually we can't. That thing has hexproof. So we're going to do the Rampager. Yeah. Okay, you tap. Can't do this one. Interesting. I think we need to put something in front of this. All right. Let's just do it like this. So we'll absorb maximum damage. One damage will get through. He's got to come up with 10 more. So anyway, back to the whole Pioneer thing. One of the big problems, of course, that everybody's complaining about, but this shit happens all the time. Okay, Atarka's command. +1/+1 reach. 3 damage to each opponent. Okay. Still taking... Okay. Yeah. Oh, Wizard's Retort. We're at 1 or at 2. That was a close one. That was a close one. Whatever. Let's just do one more here. See what people... The thing is, like, you just make a game that as good as you can, and it seems okay. It's a little slow if they've got a very aggressive deck, but I think ultimately what's going to define what always defines a format is, you know, what are the control decks? What's the main control deck? What's the main combo deck? What's the main aggro deck? So right now everybody plays aggro, right? It's the easiest. It's the most straightforward. It doesn't require as much tuning because you're tuning your goldfish. You're not tuning the meta. So he's got a few different things here. Thassa is a strong card long term. I don't know what Watery Grave Thoughtseize actually means. We'll play the Storm Tamer because it is a wizard. The Sailor is not a wizard. So let's say I hold up, then I put Spectral Sailor in at the end of my turn. I don't have Retort up. If the Storm Tamer lives, then I do. Sailor is one of our mid-range game cards. Like, okay, so 3 color. We got green. This is what, Simic? No. Oh, what the hell? This is... What color combination is that? Blue, black, green is Sultai. Is that right? What does this have? Trample, blah, 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 blah. I'll leave up Wizard's Retort and take the Grimflayer hit. Now we'll Petty Theft. Alright, let's see what's happening with Satyr Wayfinder. 4 cards enter the reserve. Thoughtseize Tomb, Thoughtseize Marsh. Well, we have no more information than we did before. Harbinger of the Tide's not so good against Satyr Wayfinder. I played Satyr Wayfinder in Standard. Last time I played Standard was like Khan's block going into... what was it? Origins, and then... I guess we're going to jam Thassa here. We really don't know what he's doing. He's got... it's a Thoughtseize deck, so, like... I'm going to take it down. Now, I guess if he has, like, the Whip or something, like, that's what we all used to play, was Whip of Erebos in the Satyr Wayfinder deck. Alright, Jace is a bunch of garbage. What's he going to do? 2 Jaces? Grimflayer. Fair enough. We put that back in your hand. Okay, an island would be great. He taps Jace, we flash in Harbinger, it goes back to his hand before it transforms. Another thing to also look at is possibly activating Thassa. Right? We can Brazen Borrower plus Spectral Sailor to get Thassa up. But I mean, I'm assuming he's going to go for Jace. Another Satyr Wayfinder. Okay, this time it's Collector Oh, Treasure Cruise. Now I see what he's doing. He's treasure cruising. Wow. Hi, my name is Harbinger of Tides. Nice to meet you, Mr. Friends Prodigy. How might she be today? I guess it's reasonable that he plays some sort of counters or disruption, but Thoughtseize Collective Brutality just... Okay, and yes. Abrupt Decay, okay. Oh, he's just trying to take me off. Mm-hmm. Battery's dying. My battery's dying. I know I can manage this damn thing. Okay. Okay, what did he put in? Did he put anything this is revealed. He put a card on top, and that was it. Scry. What do we want? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not quite enough. We're going to put that on the bottom. And that is enough to cast Borrower and Retort. I think the problem with Pioneer is that it's just going to be a very... Like, Extended had to be made because of the reserve list. I wonder if we kill this Jace or not. Counter it, I mean. No, I don't think we do. Interesting. Another Abrupt Decay. Oh, Assassin's Trophy. We can stop that. Okay, we're in for a big turn here. We're going to get in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like he dumped Liliana the last step and searched for Ascanta and Collective Brutality. Okay. Put that on the bottom. Does he have something here? No, he doesn't have something. Oh, and we also have enough to make it unblockable. Boom, boom, boom. And he's at 3. Well, I think I'm going to stop the stream. I appreciate you hanging out, Shell. Hopefully I'll be feeling better tomorrow, and I'm going to try to not take cold medicine tomorrow, and I'll see if my brain is a little... I'd like to do maybe an early morning Legacy, and then maybe a Simic. I kind of do want to try out that mHyashi list again. It seemed okay. I mean, I know it's okay. The guy's like a master of Treasure Cruise, sure. Essentially what's going to happen here is what? Are you going to Thoughtseize us or something? Well, that doesn't do anything. You put yourself at 1 with... Oh, Fatal Push. No, we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. He's got 3 cards in hand. What's today? Wednesday? Actually, maybe I could. Maybe I'll do a stream later. Like, maybe I'll try a Pioneer or another different, like a Simic Modern. Anyway, stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm going to end the stream. We've been almost 3 hours here, so I got to go take some damn cold medicine. I love y'all.